Welcome back to Let's Play Medieval 2 Total War England Campaign, episode the 31st with me, squad. And when we left off, we did Jerusalem the other episode, so... Or was it this episode we did... we conquered Jerusalem at some point in our lives. We also managed to bash some French heads together and weaken the defences at Dijon. We haven't quite made it to Dijon in order to perform our siege, but we are just going to pick up some extra troops at Metz. And then next time we're going to make our move. We're also getting close to Bordeaux. And basically we're going to really give it to the French because a new pope, who I basically elected, is kind of okay with me. Still has favour for the French, but I think his hatred is now more focused on the Holy Roman Empire than anyone else and the Sicilians. Which is good because word on the street is the Holy Roman Empire is planning to betray the French because there's a very large army that's been sighted outside Bern, and well, it's very likely that Bern is going to be sieged, which is good because that might allow me to use a common enemy to try and force a brief ceasefire in between myself and the Imperials. I'm going to try and get Venice back on my side now that they're reconciled. So we're making efforts to make the diplomatic situation better. We're also shoring up our defences in the Middle East from the Mongols, but at the same time I'm going to help myself to a little bit more territory because Acre's weak and undefended, so Christopher the Crusader is just going to go and grab that because to be honest, having another castle is always useful.
Will, my king.
So we're going to be dealing with that on the next turn.
We shall prevail in this siege, sir.
And there isn't really a lot left to do this turn. We dealt with some rebels in near Cairo. We're just recruiting, building, and just trying to expand, even if we do have some money woe. So we are going to pretty much just jump to the next turn right now because there genuinely is nothing to do. And we'll just observe the world around us. Let's see if the Danes get up to any tricks. Let's see if anything happens here, because the Danes recently retreated from their siege at Hamburg. They're still hanging around, but what they're doing, I do not know. So I need to be ready to observe them. But if not, if they're not in the mood for doing anything, I do have King Edmund now on his way to Stellen, if that's what it's called, Stettin, and we're going to just help ourselves to Stettin, which will give us a border with the Polish, which is questionable because the Polish pretty much don't like me. But then again, is that news to anyone? And then we're going to move on to Stockholm and basically finish the Danes off. I mean, legit, we've nearly finished the Danes, so let's just keep up the good work on those guys and then just keep pushing against our eternal enemy, the French. Either way, we are going to jump to the next turn now, and here we go. Right, nothing too interesting occurring over this transition. One thing really I would note is how Fieldy is on the move again, but it looks like he may be pulling towards Stettin. So, if that is the case,
my king,
it may be wiser if Edmund... Well, how far can this guy
I only respect strength. Something you lack.
Whatever.
Move!
Edmund is going to position himself here and discover a Danish princess. Hello, Danish princess. If this guy wants to move to Stellen, that's fine, because King Edmund can make a move on Stockholm, which I really should try and scout out, really. I don't really have any threats in this area now. I mean, I don't know how strong the Danes are, and we could be prone to ambush, but we really need to do something with Oslo. Speaking of which, London, you're getting a new construction project because I noticed you're getting unhappy. Ballista towers do not upgrade the walls, by the way, so we will not be building those, but we need something just to keep the happiness up. A militia drill square would give us a bit of extra public order and also improve London's recruitment options. An abbey would increase papal standing and just help us out in that aspect. And it's cheaper than the militia drill square. An inn is actually quite cheap and will also give us a public order bonus. We don't need too much public order. I just want to, you know, nip this in the bud now. So a council chambers as well is even cheaper and gives us public health. Go for a council chambers, we'll do that. And we'll jump for our rest of another case. So Enterra Port money is coming in. Bruges is ready for upgrade as well, which actually means London. Can we just get rid of that because Bruges or somewhere else needs... Well, you know what, Rennes needs upgrading first, or Reims. Reims has been waiting for upgrades for a while, so we're going to just, yeah, it's all the money gone by way upgrading Reims. But we're going to deal with Acre this turn, so we're not out of money just yet. And the other town that's ready to upgrade is Aarhus. Yeah, we're getting a lot of towns that are ready for upgrade now, and I don't have enough money. I really have just fucked out the economy this game, haven't I? Metz has prepared some reinforcements, by the way, to use against the French, who are just kind of chilling out. And hostilities cease. Egypt is now at peace with Sicily, so I'd say that's a minor concern. I don't want Sicily starting a fight with me in the Middle East, but hopefully we don't. Right. I'm still a little unaware of what the Imperial intentions are, but I want to have a little chat with them and see if we can
approaching their dignitary,
broker a simple peace agreement, because even just a temporary truce would be nice, really. Who's that princess, by the way? French. Yeah. Not worth my time.
Have you come for the Kaiser's forgiveness?
Don't really know why the Kaiser needs to forgive me. I need to forgive the Kaiser for his trespasses against me. If I propose a ceasefire, I could just make you a fucking vassal. Yeah, because that's going to work. And I want a ceasefire, and I'll offer you my trade rights, my map information, and I can't really give you anything else.
Nine. Only a dumb cop would accept this.
Why does everyone
This
hate
meeting
me?
was disappointing.
Relations report, by the way. Apparently this made the Byzantines hate me. I don't know why.
approaching
right.
their dignitary.
Have a chat
sire.
with the Venetians.
Tomorrow's journey
something.
planned out, sire.
Should have probably waited until I had money, but do I really want to pay money for peace?
Hail,
I
my
guess I'll have
king!
to. Edgar, by the way, you are pretty much on the home stretch for getting back to Staufen. I'm not gonna, you know
honor,
what?
sire.
I'm just gonna not start shit with the Imperials now, because one, that'll improve my papal standing, barely, but also I'm just not interested in them right now. And if I lose interest in them, they might lose interest in me, which is like the worst idea in the world, but could work. By the way, Mr. Assassin, where are you?
Need someone removed.
I want
sir.
you watching burn.
As you will.
Ah, looks like the Imperials sodded off. So my dreams of a French Imperial War have
Name
gone in
thy
tatters,
target,
as well as my
sire.
dreams of having an assassin. That's
You
also
have a target
friggin'
in mind,
competent.
my king.
36% chance of sabotaging something though, and that's probably the best I'm gonna get. So try it.
Yes. To build, minutes to destroy.
Didn't know dynamite had been invented yet, but apparently it has. Well done. You did something right for once, even if it was just blowing up a church, which isn't really worth a lot to me, but that's done, and you didn't gain any skills.
Who do you want
Honestly.
dead?
Like, legit. This guy has no skill whatsoever, so, you know. What am I even doing with these guys? Right, anyway, let's deal with the rest of our moves that we have this turn. Mainly, we've got a battle to fight. Also some rebels in England, which, well, we'll deal with now, actually. What do we know about the rebels in England, eh? What do we know about them, apart from that they're annoying me?
Come and get me, you coward.
1 unit of spear militia. Do I have anything in Nottingham that's useful? No, I do not. I do not have garrisons here anymore, but I could send Leonard Lewes with peasant ass. Is your son not around? You know, Mr. Lose-Lose. He fell out of my chair. I don't even want to send Town Militia because I'll lose. But again, if I have two of them...
I will only address you in battle.
Nah, because I don't want to suddenly lose the general. Right, Nottingham will prepare, like, a crap response in a minute.
Ships ready.
Simon, do you want to start the blockade of Accra? But to be honest, we're not even going to get that reward because the siege, I really want it to happen this turn because I don't want to sit around and wait for an Egyptian response because,
Even if they
then
do
again...
not deserve it, I will offer the infidels a fair fight.
Yeah, Sultan Nasser actually won't get to respond within time anyway. So we might be able to hold it for a turn. We are building that city watch, by the way, to get the public order back up and running. No auto management, by the way, and go for a growth build policy, and that keeps Jerusalem slightly happy for now, and Philip can just continue trying to spread the love, really. Do I have an assassin in this area? I know I do. Garrett of Birmingham, right? The Brummy assassin.
Name thy target,
Have another go
sire.
at it, Mr. Brummy.
Closing for the kill, sir. Continuing once
Oh,
I've
that was
rested.
horrible. Right, I've got no agents left in the area now. We are just doing retraining in Cairo, so I think for now we can just pretty much wait out the next turn. Because I don't really have any buildings left to do, because I basically spent all my money on upgrading something, but it's worth it in the long run, I guess. Apart from David
Hail, my
Kerfoot, you still
king.
have shit to do. Davey,
My lord.
enjoy your additional units.
By
I
your
want to give him
command.
more acts, by the way.
Combining forces, sire.
I guess we're not even moving this turn, so
Sire.
yeah, give him the
My lord.
two units of peasant
Sire.
archers just to help him on his way,
Yes.
and
Marching
then
armies,
we're gonna
my lord.
move on Dijon. Oh wait, sorry, we do have something. Well, we got Bordeaux to deal with today, haven't we? Oof! How did I nearly forget that? That would be tragic. Right. Let's make our move on Dijon anyway because I want to try and take that town. We should be able to take it pretty
By
okay,
your
actually.
will,
So
sire, we
just moving
shall
for the kill.
engage. We
But I
shall
suspect the
continue
pub
tomorrow,
may try
my
to
liege.
cock block me, in which case I might send this enemy against the Imperials and just go back on my word saying I was going to ignore them because, well, if I have to ignore the French, I'll just have to find someone else to bully. And Captain
My
Anthony,
lord.
move in and just make the killing blow on Bordeaux
As you
now.
wish, sire.
Let's get this one over and done with and pretty much reduce the French to a free province faction. Wow, how tragic it is to be a French person right now. Like, legit, very tragic, but oh well, they asked for it by existing. So we've got a opportunity now to take Bordeaux, and yeah, we could pretty much just try and do it this turn. However, looking at the town, it's just, while it is a fortress, I am pretty sure that means it will have 2 layers of walls, which won't make life easy for me because catapults seem to have pretty limited ammunition. Like, if we think of ones in Rome Total War, they're usually just fine for basically ploughing down anything, but yeah, this time around, I probably haven't trained enough artillery. What might be a better idea is we tag team some artillery with a battering ram, or even 2 battering rams, but basically we need to have something available where, I mean, we could have basically, the catapult takes care of one wall, then the ram can move in and finish the job, basically. Or, you know, yeah, take one wall of a catapult, take the other wall of a ram. And
Siege
that
force
should
reporting, my lord.
work absolutely fine for us, really. So I think that pretty much puts us at the end of a turn now, which is unfortunate because I needed more money to try and, you know, give another faction. But it looks like for now we're just going to have to hold it out and enjoy the random hatred the Byzantines are giving us because, yeah, life's too short for being liked in this game, really. So, yeah. Let's jump on with the next turn and observe everything except you,
Daughter of the Crown.
Lattice, or Beatrice, sorry, with a banana rama hat.
Not somewhere a lady should be going.
What do you mean not somewhere a lady should be
Sire.
going? You get on that boat and you
Oh
go
dear.
and fucking marry an
I get
Imperial or
sunk.
something
fine
that's
day to
convenient to
say.
me. Or get sunk by Admiral Sten. Either way, enjoy wearing the banana rama hat. Right, let's move on to the next turn. Here is Sultan Nasser the Sacred, by the way. He has middling authority. Yeah.
Enemy fleet engaging us, my lord.
Yep, looks like Admiral Sten likes to annoy me, so let's watch Bananarama Hat die.
Sire, we should man the oars and retreat. We'll drop anchor until morningside.
I guess that's how Bananarama Hat Man, well, not Bananarama. Oh, piss off, pup. Damn him and his guts to hell. He's picking on me again. Don't forget who put you in power, my man. That's a pain in my ass. I was gonna bloody... Now I wish I'd taken Bordeaux last turn, except I knew I couldn't because my fucking... Right, fuck it, right.
Hail my king!
Davey, get your ass down to Innsbruck or... Oh, wow, Venice is at war with the Holy... Right. Let's go pick on the Imperials. Fucking
Yes,
perp.
my liege.
By the way,
shall
relations
continue
support.
tomorrow,
Venice
my
really
liege.
hates me now, and Byzantines just super hate me. Trait increase, by the way. John Mortimer is now inconspicuous. He's also adept. And then some report, I have money, enough money to initiate the upgrade of Bruges, so that's going to get underway now. Luckily, I didn't take all of my money, but London still needs something to do. So, London, you may start working on your council chambers, please. Faction announcements, by the way. Agatha of Guildford's been born, as has Jacob. Thomas is now fair in rule, and Toby of Westbury is now chivalrous in his rule. King Edmund, I want you to continue your march
As you command.
up to... Actually, no, I've got a better idea.
We go no further
But anyway,
today.
do I want to use the also
Are
garrison?
you
Nah.
joking, sire?
In one way, I want to just deploy Hamburg's garrison and chase down Hafildi
Surrender your lands
Half.
to me. It will be easier, yes?
But you know what? We'll take Stockholm first with a nice juicy army, just in case the Danish are packing something up there, because I don't know where their king's lying. So I'm going to continue with this army. Aarhus will provide some reinforcements as well. Oh, we can recruit the Bill militia here, by the way. I just remembered. They're just Billmen who are militias. Finish your retraining, by the way. You've still got retraining to do. Hamburg doesn't. Hamburg does have retraining to do. And by the way, look at that. We can start recruiting even more knights, like foot knights. That is fantastic. And we're just going to keep on with the retraining there as well. Construction report, by the way. Alexandria has a city watch. Dongola is now a castle, and Jerusalem also has a city watch. So that's improving our recruitment options quite a fair bit, which is brilliant once more. Yeah, Dongola can now start recruiting mailed knights. We can also replenish our levy spears. Start working on dirt roads as well, because we need some form of transit in between these two areas. And recruitment report, by the way, it was already trading, and we're pretty much out of money, so we're pretty much out of things to do this turn. Not really. We're going to do Accra, if I've done that mission yet, except I haven't. So I guess I think we've got to wait it out one more turn.
Where to?
I'll allow that, because right now you, John Mortimer, are going to infiltrate Damascus and observe the city, and mainly just watch Egyptian troop movements and just keep an eye out for any potential Mongol incursions. There must be somewhere, because I think they're actually trying to move on that town again. What's that one again? Is that the Mongols? That's what it's called. I still find myself amazed and stupefied at how that works, but also how that guy did not spot a big moving green bush in the middle of the desert, but okay. Anyway, yeah, it looks like the Mongols are inbound. It looks like Aleppo is their target of choice, which means they'll establish a permanent base, maybe, I don't know. Jebbe, Vamorla and Khan Mengali are inbound, so we... I want to wait for the military units, though, because we better be getting good military units, is all I'm saying, but we'll watch and see how the Mongols go. If they take Aleppo, then we've got an issue, but I don't have a lot of money, do I? I feel like I should use whatever money I have left just to get some additional archers in Jerusalem, just so we can keep on, you know, buffing the garrisons up. Yeah, anyway, the Pope's told me to pack it in now, which is annoying me, so... How long is this ceasefire? 6 turns, right. I'm not really in the mood for excommunication still, because I still have a shaky piece of the Iberian faction. So, right.
Yes.
Live for siege. Let the French live, because their precious Pope favours them over me. Broken. You were a bad investment, you were. And Samuel, trying... Well, we can't curry favour with those guys. Oh, bugger it. You know what? Just trying to get a flat-out peace treaty. Maybe I will just go and bully the Imperials
their dignitaries.
I can't be asked for France anymore, maybe, or because the Pope's constantly protecting them.
Madame shall consider your case. Please begin.
My case is, let's put an end to this fight. I'll give you trading rights and map information, or I can't say that because otherwise the Pope will really hate me. Look, it's very demanding because apparently I can't make demands out of you even though I'm better than you and we've been at war for 51 turns now.
Did you intend to insult me with this rubbish?
No, but I can insult you if I feel so, you fucking unattractive person with a stupid... I'm not very
I pray you do
creative.
not always speak this way to a lady. Au revoir.
I'll leave that for later because I don't want people accusing me of being some sort of beta. Right, Stauffen. Get rocking up. We're gonna move. Take everything but leave the peasant archers behind and basically get a shift on. We're moving on. We're moving. Simple as that, really. So get some troops up and out.
Who do you
Lawrence,
want dead?
find
Name
something that's
thy
imperial
target,
to murder.
sire. You have a target in mind,
Or
my
Milanese,
king.
or French.
Name thy target,
If we kill anything that's French,
You
we
have
have to
a
make sure it's
target in
guaranteed
mind,
success.
my king.
You are just so inept at
Name
everything,
thy
aren't you?
target, sire.
I'll
You
just
have
go
a
this
target
way
in mind, my
find something
king.
that isn't going to annoy me.
Name
John,
thy
by the way,
sire.
will get you shifting up to Imperial
With
lands, by the way, or
discretion,
you
sire.
can just join our army.
Watching the troops. Where to, sir?
Right. Davy,
Hail, my king!
you move on.
By your will,
on,
sire,
what's that town
we
called
shall
again? Hamburg.
engage.
Wait, that's called Hamburg? No, this is Frankfurt, yeah. You move on Frankfurt. You will move on Nuremberg. So
Hail, my
we'll
king.
take Nuremberg and Frankfurt.
As you will, my
What
king.
we'll do is we'll
To
absorb
battle.
the northern territories of the HRE and then we'll drill south towards Italy. Or at least for as long as the Pope permits me. And then we're going to maintain a strong troop presence here until the Danish have been eliminated well and truly. But if I'm honest, I am very, once we've retrained, because we've still got some armors to improve, you know, meant to replace. But once we're ready in Hamburg, I am making the case that we move out and we take Stellen. But apart from that, it looks like we're at the end of yet another bloody turn without a battle, aren't we? We'll have a battle next turn in which we make our move on Accra, which will be fun. How long will Accra... Oh, 7 turns till Accra dies anyway. I guess at least we're just slowly drilling down some of his garrison, because I guess we Desert Archers are somewhat defending, and I guess we can at least make Crown Prince Al Wafiq feel bad, and Sultan Nasser just clearly can't be arsed, so... Yeah. Still, I think that the next round of money we get, even though I've still probably got like 1,000,001 towns to improve, we've got Aarhus to upgrade. Oh yeah, Admiral Humphrey, by the way.
Ships ready.
You can make your landing this turn, actually, mate. Just get out of my hair.
Yes, sir.
My lord.
You... Why don't you go and marry a Spaniard, actually? Go to Spain and marry someone
A
over
lady
there.
needs her rest, sire.
But obviously have your precious friggin' rest. Or marry Italian.
Sire.
Yeah, marry into Milan. Milan sounds...
Waiting
would be
for
a
morning
promising
now,
ally.
sire.
How charming are you with your banana rama hat? You're okay. Alright, that's fine. But yeah, apart from that, I think we can just pretty much move on to the next turn now. There isn't really anything to worry about. King Edmund knows where he's going. He is making his way to Stockholm, which is going to take him a few turns.
We shall slaughter them, my lord!
I'll be patient, and I will send for additional reinforcements from Oslo as well. But yeah, I want Hamburg to get ready to basically just push on that Danish castle, and then we'll fall onto Berlin, if that's what it's called, or Magdeburg, actually, where the... Not quite where the Teutonic Order was founded, but close enough. It was called the Marienburg. Thorn was also a popular area for the HRE, and, well, yeah, Poland did not really have a fun time with them, but we can worry about Poland another day. Poland can do whatever it wants right now, unless it pisses me off, or... Well, basically, if it transgresses against me, then I'll have to deal with them. If they actually have a brain cell or two between them and leave me alone, I will leave them alone. That is my philosophy, but these AI factions won't learn it because they don't watch YouTube videos. And Captain Anthony is heading back to Angier. He can act as a garrison should the French try anything, because naturally they'll be hypocrites and they'll attack me, but I won't attack them because, let's face it, they're the French. They do not care for decorum on the battlefield. Anyway, let's proceed on to the next turn and once more do some observation.
And your posts! The enemy fleet is upon us!
Oh look, Denmark appeared again at the sea. How bloody surprising. I was supposed to withdraw that fleet anyway to not annoy the Pope, so at least Denmark did it for me.
Sire, we should disengage! The enemy shows no mercy! We'll drop anchor until morning, sire. Sire, the enemy is engaging our fleet.
I guess this fleet's finally gonna die as well.
We can go no further this day, sire.
I do not need to see that because I already know the assassin fucked it up. Luckily, Edinburgh is now eligible for a Master Merchant Guild, by the way, and I will allow this to happen, since this will basically allow me to make even more money. So, they also allow me to recruit merchants who are not terrible at their job. So, Edinburgh, recruit me a fantastic merchant, please. And, assassin misses target. End of turn report, by the way. Yeah, it's looking good. We had quite a bit of money. Strongest faction, the Mongols. Ooh, spooky. And what their intentions are, by the way, I still remain unknown.
I only answer to my master.
Where are they even going? I feel like it may be high time we have a diplomat in the area to have a chat with them. Prepare a diplomat in Jerusalem and have him have a little chat with him. Mission success by the way, the Port of Acre gave me 3 units of armoured swordsmen, so you know what? I think that's a pretty nice reward for holding out. And, well, I'd say I'd rotate more on Captain Perkin, but I'm rather not. Speaking of which, Nottingham, can you prepare some mailed knight? No, don't matter. Prepare some billmen, actually. 3 billmen will do. And we'll send them against Captain Perkin, and we'll keep him on his garrison. Faction announcements, by the way, Gregory of Westbury has been born. Toby now feels unappreciated, and Augustine is increasing his loyalty. Toby currently garrisons in Edinburgh, so maybe that's why he's not feeling so hot at the minute, but maybe I could gift Edinburgh something new, like a port. That needs to be bloody done. But you know what, Toby, if you want something to do, make your way down to past York. I have a fun little job for you to do, involve killing some rebels. Consortium report by way, Dongola has established dirt roads, which basically gives it some basic access to our trading network. We're also going to work on land clearance, so we know we have at least some sort of food coming in as well. And the last of our cash, for, you know, our last pre-siege cash, is going to be used in Hamburg to continue the upgrading of my armies in order to prepare ourselves for our upcoming showdown with the Danish. Recruitment report, by the way, reads as our only union unit that we recruit was some additional arch-militia in Jerusalem in order to continue building a buffer against the Mongols, which, you know, I'm going to use a little bit more of our pre-siege cash contact. And by the way, ooh, wow, Milan, that's taking some heat off me at least. Yeah, Milan has decided, fuck it, we're going to kill the Pope outright now and get excommunicated. Which, yeah, that means Milan is now a viable target for me to attack. Issue, France is in between me and Milan. And I have no quarrel with the Milanese anyway, so I guess we'll just have to let that one pass us by. Hungary has declared an alliance with Poland, and one of them's vassaled the other, so we'll see who's vassaled whom. So, where be Poland? Well, there's Venice, Hungary. Looks like Poland vassaled Hungary. Right, Poland is becoming a power player now. Their alliance to the Danish already makes them a threat to me, but now they've vassalized Russia and Hungary, which means they've got mates. Mates they'll probably want to use against me. Still, their mates are fair... Well, no. Well, Russia is fair game for me to attack. If they're not, like, hideously strong, because they're Orthodox, so that's cool. Yeah. Oh, look at those levy spears with their golden armor there. So cool. Do I have my golden armored units in?
Hail my
yeah, we get to see our golden spears, actually. But yeah, there isn't really anything else to do this turn already. Well, alright, there's quite a lot. We're basically, you know, making our big move now on the Holy Roman Empire, because I basically have to do what the Pope says, but at least he's got a distraction now, which is waging war on Milan, and his hate for the Holy Roman Empire at least is still massive. He might excommunicate Sicily very soon as well, which basically means Italy's going to basically fall apart, which is friggin' hilarious. Anyway, we're going to get hold of Acre now, invest any loot we make into Acre, and get ready for a potential Mongol attack, because they're heading south. But we're kind of going southwest, so maybe just going into Arabia Felix for some... I honestly couldn't tell you why. But wherever they're going, we need to just keep out of their hair, but potentially try and secure a friendship with them, so we can, you know, not worry about them. But for now, Christopher the Crusader, crusade your way into Acre and take the town for me. I expect a positive result from this, so launch your assault, please. So, Crown Prince Al-Wafiq will be leading the defence today, and he is backed up by a few desert archers who are slightly upgraded in their armour. But at the end of the day, they will fall, and balance power is 1-to-1 for some reason. But then again, I think my gold standard levy spears in Christopher should be enough to bring down the Crown Prince. We're also going to attack at night just to make life harder for the enemy, because it pretty much brings Christopher up to a full 10 stars of command. So he is now he's greatest general for a reason now, because I saw it at a glance when we last looked at our thing, which, yeah, we'll do a progress report next episode probably, by the way. So let's fight on the battle and take ourselves another town, or better yet, take ourselves a castle and make it into a bastion against Mongolia. Let's move it.
Honor and glory await England, men! The love of God is 1,000 times stronger than any mortal armor. His wrath against our foes is 1,000 times better than 1,000 arrows. Our faith gives us his aid, and more, it will give us victory. Now rise St. George and look for that victory. Our Egyptian foes should pray to their God, as shortly they will be judged before him. We will send them all to heaven or hell soon enough. And if you should happen to come across a particularly lovely young lady in need of my protection, well, scrub her clean and send her to my tent. The battle gives me two things: a powerful thirst and the horn. Let's do this lark then, lads!
To say about every battle you fight, Christopher. Right, anyway, let's move in.
Units, await my orders.
Not really a lot to this siege. Billman will not be carrying, by the way. We'll be allowing our Sudanese tribesmen just to do a little bit, because they're weak, expendable, and more likely to get killed. In terms of reaching the castle, by the way, it looks like it's pretty much just one way in for us. So we're going to go this way, make our way up the street, kill the archers if we have a chance, and then up to the fortress and finish the job, really. So we'll have our other units deploy about here-ish, and we'll also have our amazing spears, who are now wearing heavy mail armor, I believe. So let's have a little look at them. How do they look? Pretty nifty. Pretty much look the same as we did last time, but the armor looks a little more rounded out now, and kind of basically just like dismounted feudal knights, just with slightly crappier helmets, and let's just basically just look brilliant. They are now a unit that knows what they're doing. And Christopher, if you just have yourselves positioned here, then you know what you're doing as well. Right, men, not a lot to say really, just get on with it. Looks like the enemy archers are deployed far away as well, so that buys us some time, and it looks like we're going to try and bring in some form of defence, which means they're probably going to try and get the defences of the town switched on. But if we can get in there and just really start hurting the enemy defences, we should be fine. Not sure where those desert archers are going to go, but most likely going to try and take a position.
The battering ram is in place.
Hang around there.
Will not be long before our enemy's defences fall.
Billman, get yourselves up here. We may have need of your services.
The battering ram has done its work. Now it's the time for brave hearts and brave deeds.
Alright, the enemy general isn't nearby, so Sudanese, I need you to run in and intercept those archers before they make their getaway. So get in there and
our
do your job.
soldiers have proved their
Everyone
worth
else
today.
in the city, please.
The enemy's walls belong to us now.
But Sudanese tribesmen, you need to be intercepting now, or just fucking about with your badly made pathfinding, because, well, it's a siege, obviously that is what's going to happen. By the way, these are what slightly upgraded desert archers look like. Apparently they just wear a little bit of cloth over themselves, and that's counted as armour. Yeah, they're basically not having a fun time here. Basically, Sudanese are now going to basically mash into them and hopefully slaughter them. Pretty much working on the same levels of weaponry. sword and a small shield, but my Sudanese mercenaries are probably slightly more well versed in the
battle is very much in our favour.
These
If
guys,
we remain
so
true and stay true and
they're just gonna give them a
steadfast,
sword
victory
to
will be ours.
act as a last defence, really. But hopefully, this battle's going to just go my way. It looks like victory is already slipping towards me anyway. So the enemy desert arch is probably not going to last forever in this battle. Maybe just going to put that there, just putting him down, really. I mean, there we go. That's going to put him down. That's he's. You just saved his life, by the way. I saw that. I mean, he's not going to kill that. Nice to just see our infantry just going and really knocking and bring the enemy down, really, at the end of the day. I mean, our guys are doing a good job. I mean, just look at that. I mean, we're getting some kills. We're having a few deaths, but at the end of the day, yeah, the desert actually, they're losing ground. And that's my troops now entering the city, so we are ready to basically take the town once and for all. Billman, by the way, or anyone, but actually, you know what? I'll let the Sudanese do it when they're done. Someone needs to pick up that ram and get it moving again. Actually, no, cover it. Billman, go and grab that ram. I'm prepared to move it in because, yeah, we've got another gate to pull through. We can't forget about it all of a sudden. I was being a little hasty to make sure we kill these desert archers here and now, really. Majority of which are going to go down. We're probably not going to be able to chase them down if we do pull a run over. I haven't really got into a position where I can get around them because that's time consuming there because it's a bit of a walk around this city. We've got is that an archery range or something? I don't know. I was hoping practice range, right? Yeah, our recruitment options here might not be fantastic, but we'll basically have to make do with whatever we take from the town. And we'll have to try and maybe improve it if we can, but basically we need to make sure we've got strong recruitment options against the enemy. I think they're just trying to open fire on something bad, but whatever they did open fire on, I didn't really get very far. Yeah. He sadly went down there, but I think that was like the one constant at the arch. I mean, that guy just went for the fucking face slice move again, and you did a good job of ducking, right, and the enemy archers are now in retreat, so right, chase him down if you can,
Only half the enemy force remains.
Come on. And by the way, I heard one of you just call me a sultan. I'm not a sultan, I'm a king. Don't call me a sultan. Right. I think they're going to get away, actually. Right. Only 26 for left. But right, let them run, let them run. Let them run for now. Right, troops, I want you organising yourselves up there. Billman with a ram, you need to move in and take the ram up to the gate. But that's just the next part of the battle. The enemy's going to get away. The archers may try and ping a little bit of fire at us, but whatever they do ping at us, they'll probably be pretty weak. And to be honest, yeah, the Crown Prince does not really pose the biggest threat in the world to me. We're pretty much in a position now where we can just basically move in, take the city, and be done with it. Happy days, really. I mean, so our guys just push their way through. I mean, there we go. Sudanese tribes have pretty much done their job for today, and they are outwinded, so they've done a fine job of just bringing down the enemy. I mean, as you can see, a mix of dead bodies littered the ground, but plenty of them are the desert archers. So my guys did a good job at the end of the day, and I will stand by their performance. Right, let's getting a few more men up here. Right, they're using firearms now, so the enemy's starting to play a bit dirty. As long as a ram doesn't catch fire, I'm fine, but I am a little concerned about how many billmen I'm losing. But at the end of the day, it looks like we're doing fine. I am losing a couple of units here, so let's just pull back and be a bit
the gate with the battering ram.
At the same time, spears, I want you here now, or you can just move at normal speed. No, you can take a little fire.
Well, the gates have fallen.
Right, here we go. Right, move in for the kill, lads. Spears are going to charge in, and they are going to try and assist against the enemy. Billman, you come in and just lend a hand as well, because you know every little helps. And the general is also just now ploughing in. Just about feudal knights. You are just happy to be here, really. But we've got control of the upper half of the city now. Spears, they know what they're doing. They're still quite fresh. They didn't really take any fire from the towers. It took a little bit. None of major consequence. Anyway, I suppose I'm going to pack a bigger punch than usual. But their arm's going to give them the durability that they need to really just to go toe-to-toe with a general's bodyguard, and even if that is, you know, it's a prince's bodyguard. So keep it up, men. Just keep hitting them. Billmen are moving into flank around. Well, you know what? I'm going to have them just go for the mega flank, and you lot Just keep moving around. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. Smash into the side of that bodyguard. Billman, I want you to try and hit those desert archers if you can. If you can try and locate them, they're the unit I want you to prioritise. But if you can take down a couple of the general's bodyguard while you're at it, that's completely fine. As it stands, we're going to get him with it. Christopher has put himself in the front of the action, by the way, which doesn't really put his life at risk, but we'll see how that gets along for him, really. Where the enemy leader is, I do know, because what's more, I'm so bad at identifying peaks in this army, but he's somewhere. I think he might be this guy, maybe, but then again, that's an identical twin right now, so I have a pretty clue. He's one of these guys. Oh wait, he's the guy who wears the nice armour, isn't he? The guy with the shiny armour. Anyone see him? Anyone play? Oh wait, that's him maybe? I don't really have a clue. Wait, is that him getting killed here? No, it's exactly, but he got killed at least. Fucking somewhere. As long as my guy doesn't die a random humiliating death, I'm happy. Christopher is
Milord,
but
our men are in command of the castle.
He's doing alright. His bodyguard is doing their assigned duty of killing down the enemy. You think I could keep a guy with a blue plume, because that's the only blue plume I see on the wall, so it makes sense.
The battle is very much in our favour.
Oh well.
If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
There he is. He's a guy with like the neck brace on or something. Either way, he's the specialty guy, and yeah, he's I don't think he's trying to fight us, but he's at the same time just keeping himself ready. He's trying to keep himself scarce in a way. Spears are taking mega damage now, so dismounted knights and Sudanese tribesmen, if you can move in, we may be in need of just your services just to help us out here. We've near enough got the bodyguard down to nothing, and the archers are now, well, he just did the matrix flip of doom. I think that's the archers actually brought it. There's another one, last one, did the matrix flip of doom once more. Right, Billman, move in and lend a hand please. I know you're winded, but you've got to just lend that last hand just so we can push in, have accurate all to ourselves, and ensure accuracy just guy who right now isn't really any more peril. He's keeping himself away, but at the same time seems to get a bit cocky and move in, and whoa, you died. He was a brave guy, if a bit stupid, trying to just run right in there and kill the Prince of Egypt, but he gave it a go, really. He gave it a go, and well, that's worth something, but right now, yeah.
The enemy general lies dead. Good riddance to that Saracen desert dog. The enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down.
Total slaughter, please. It's just like that one guy, anyway. Now we win. Perfect. Now I'm satisfied.
This is a clear victory that goes to only men of great virtue and valour.
Perfect. Good job, men. Very good job. Let us enjoy the spoils of war, which involves... Well, what's it involve? It involves us winning. Few losses taken, but at the same time the Crown Prince is eliminated, and now we can see what we can do with the town. Obviously we are going to have to do a bit of an extermination. And let's just ransom 48 florins out of the Egyptians, because I'm feeling petty.
And fair choice, to be sure.
Time to put 48 florins out in our poor Egypt.
By God's will, we have triumphed! My lord, our courage and honour have conquered!
So we've exterminated the area, which has given Christopher a slight trait decrease. However, we must now prepare our defences in the area, but our recruitment options aren't really very good here. We can get dismounted feudal knights and all that, but we don't seem to be able to trade anything because, yeah. I think we have to wait a turn while the extermination takes place, I guess. So we should try and use this opportunity to build something useful, like we could build a port, because apparently a port just blew itself up. So get a port set up, so at least we make money, or better yet, no, go for an armourer. We need armoured units to be ready to take up the sword and the defensive positions. Recruit an additional spear in the area, by the way, and Gaza, get me more spears, really. We need plenty of spears to stand up to our foes, so the more we have, the better we are, in case, you know, the Mongols do go off on one against us. But that is where we are going to call it an episode, in fact, my friends. So what have we... Oh, wow, did you, Geoffrey de la Mangier...
Begone! You are not my liege!
I think that was a French army and it's gone and rebelled. Well done, France.
Orders.
But yeah, we're pretty much doing yeah, we are pretty much doing okay. Bit of a setback in that the Pope's now made things life harder for
Your
us, but at the
orders,
same
sire.
time,
Without
the
question,
Milanese
sire.
attack has made things slightly
Yes,
easier for us.
sire.
I mean, Captain
I am
Milanus
neither
is-
friend nor foe, your majesty.
Look at all those papal armies. We've got papal guard spears, we've got Italian spear militias, mailed papal knights, Pavisa crossbows. They have a fair share of good stuff, I guess, the papal states. Do I have anything on with
Approaching
Pearl,
the-
by
Is
the
there
way?
something I can do for you, noble lord?
Making alliance with papal states, would that be hilarious? Nah, I don't want to piss them off. Swap map informations because we can try and just win some papal favour.
I guess we can. This concludes our meeting, yes?
Right, that was useful. We learned nothing, but I just did it just to make myself look nice. Like, I want to appear as a reasonable person to the Pope, and I don't know if I actually went up or down. I spun all around. Anyway, but we're going to call it an episode, my friends. I know we didn't really have a lot of fun things happen today. Yeah, we couldn't take Bordeaux. Yeah, we haven't taken... Well, we took Acre, so yay, we took Acre. And we couldn't take Dijon, but you know what? Next time, we're going to move on Hamburg. We're going to move on Frankfurt. Well, we have Hamburg. Nuremberg. Frankfurt. Fuckbirds. Stockbirds. Basically, we're going to eliminate the Holy Roman Empire and the Danish, because screw those factions. And we're also going to try and continue weighing up the Mongol threats. They're on the move, but where they're moving to, I do not know. So let's be ready in case they're moving towards me. In fact, I may deploy some of Cairo's garrison up north to
My lord.
provide some help.
Sire.
So send the half-decent troops, please,
Sire.
if we can.
By your
Which we
command.
can. Send them up to Jerusalem,
Yes,
please.
sire.
We may have need of them. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed, my friends, and I'll see you all on the next episode. Have a fantastic evening.